Right, so Starmer's attacks on left-wing socialist MPs fighting to retain their seats, the rigging going on in the selection processes, the authoritarian diktats being handed down, the rule-fixing and rule-breaking, the dodgy sign-offs, it's all so corrupted to make Stalin blush, such has been the trigger ballot process all Labour MPs have been subjected to. Though, of course, as I said, it's only the good ones, like MP of the Year Ian Byrne, who are being put through hell over this. The Starmerites have coasted through, funnily enough. However, one Labour MP has avoided the trigger ballot process entirely, and that's the one that wasn't even elected, a Labour MP at the last election. Christian Wakeford, elected as a Tory MP who once referred to Labour as a bunch of cunts before defecting to them, to Team Keith's absolute delight, has faced no selection process at all ahead of the next general election. Evidently, he's Starmery enough, and his unique entry to the party has somehow excused him when arguably he should face even greater scrutiny to see if his Tory values have magically transformed into Labour ones, when he never held them before defecting earlier this year. He's now a Labour whip in charge of Labour Party discipline. How twisted and fucked up is that? But it does, of course, show he's very much Starmer's type. So what am I saying? Neither possess Labour values. They are both red Tories. As an example, Starmer's Labour want to keep this guy in, no questions asked, despite him abstaining over extending free school meals during the school holidays, whilst it is pulling every dirty trick to rid itself of the aforementioned Ian Byrne, who has spent his entire life fighting food poverty, is behind fans supporting food banks, the Right to Food campaign, was recognised as MP of the Year for that, and even had an audience with the Pope over it. Labour bleats about how the Tories always put party before country, but how is them acting like this any different? The only difference is the Tories are now getting rinsed in the media as the establishment have decided change is due, so it's left to alt media like me to point out the hypocrisy. Of course, there will be those that defend it, like Luke Akehurst, as per usual, because let's face it, when you're employed to defend an apartheid state, you will defend anything. Akehurst has referred to Wakeford as a sincere defector. Was that before or after he voted to dump shit in our rivers, Luke? He also said we need to welcome such people and not confront them with organisational tests. What the fuck? You're welcome to join us, no questions asked. Come Tory, come Kipper, come Lib Dem. It's only your own socialist MPs we want to get rid of. He's also lied that nobody objected on the NEC, as Jess Barnett has tweeted out, though. She did give him the benefit of the doubt that he might not have noticed. Sure he didn't. He hasn't answered her, incidentally. Labour, no matter how much you want an alternative to the Tories, is not an alternative to the Tories when it will welcome defectors and won't even put them under the most basic of scrutiny before doing so. Would you want a Tory representing you with no say in the matter, let alone be told you need to get out and campaign for them? Fuck that.